Welcome back, Rockstars, to another episode of Scape and Run Parasites. So let's dive right into it. Okay, Rockstars, as we take a trip through this entirety of our actual facility that we've built for our Sky Island, something should be stated is that there was a completely lost episode of a lot of building and construction, so we have to fill you guys in on how everything works. The base of the entire Sky base is set up and complete, but not the actual building of the main castle defense or area that we want to sit in at home itself is finished. So we're going to show everything off and then get into the actual work, which is going to be first getting EMC because we're out. So we have a massive door system about 2/3 of the way up. It's actually not a massive door system, it's a little one. You go through a few doors and we eventually get to a bunch of ladders that will just take us up. Once we get up to the top, there's a little bit of a section here that we can leave out, and this is kind of like the inside, I guess, which we have a snow problem once again because we just have a full seasonal rotation of everything if we're not in the desert. So this is like the midpoint basically, and we've already carved out the entire island. That was all in the lost episode, so that it really sucks actually because it was a really good episode. In all fairness, it's probably because of all the weather and the tornado watches that I've had, and my power had cut out in the middle of recording, which is the whole reason the episode was corrupted. But if we go up through another door system, and then we can get to the top here, which is our main area overall, and now that it's snowing, we are in big trouble. All right, 568 EMC. Please tell me I have enough for a lava bucket. I do not. Let's throw a little EMC in there. Yes, there we go. Okay, let's create ourselves a nice lava pool. We're gonna have to figure something out for this, but for now, this will just work in our meantime. I do have one more section below somewhere that I'm not used to, so I haven't learned the layout exactly because it's kind of convoluted. Now, while waiting for the snow, I do want to give a quick shout out to this comment right here. I don't remember the name right now. I do apologize for that. They were talking about I need to go back to the dream sequence book that we experienced in like episode 2 or 3. I did that in the lost episode, and I was able to make this Salus Mundus, but it told me to throw it on a bookshelf, and I wasn't able to. I mean, I did, but it didn't do anything. It just sat there. And I don't understand how the crafting works and everything, because it seems like I get taken to tables and stuff that don't seem to be craftable. So I'm going to try to do a little bit of research, but I would love to see if you have any more information in the comment section down below. Now, to show off our little area we have somewhere, I have to make sure I remember which doorway to take and how to get there. So it should be somewhere out here. Well, I'm starting to get cold again, but I'm also an idiot. I forgot the ladder system down right here from our inside section. We go through an entire another door section. Like, I literally made this place as secure as possible, so I guess I have a lot of like hallways I can hide in. And then we have this is just a little bit of an obsidian balcony all spread out through here. Ouch, this is hurt. This is mainly for a lower aerial defense system when we're not at the very top, and I still have to figure out the coldness problem. It's not gonna be a big deal when there's no snow. Worst comes to worst, we just get a couple lava patches here and there. So clearly our biggest issue right now is EMC being down to 24,000. That's only because we had put in half the obsidian that we still need to build back into the EMC table. But with our fortune, and now that we have an access to actual like mine shaft type things, we can do a lot of work with destruction catalysts and hopefully find a lot of diamonds that will give us a lot of just overall EMC. Well, I guess we can just head down to our tunnel system and make a defensive doorway in and out, in that way that we have our tunnel system here with a mine shaft. Plus, I want EMC so I can get rid of the nasty only obsidian look that we currently have, because we have enough protection with the obsidian that we can spread around just simply other blocks to look better. Alright, so we're not far from our ladder, but we've got a 2-section door system here, so let's go ahead and open this thing up. Okay, this isn't bad. It goes down a level, which I guess I can deal with. We did bring our transmutation table just to be safe, so what I'm going to go ahead and do is make a step or staircase up to be safe. Alright, so now we have a little bit of space. Plus, we can collect the EMC along the way, because even things like lapis and redstone, because they have so much in bulk, we can just collect it up. Like this redstone alone will take us up to another 2,000, and that was just one single vein. The problem is our lighting system. To keep taking out glowstone is going to be super expensive, but at the same time, we're going to need it to be able to place stuff down. Having a light system is going to prevent, you know, things spawning on top of us, which is probably already going to be an issue the more we dig into stuff, and that's literally oil, which is so bad for us. Okay, let's try to block this up. It's not going to go well, and great, we've used some of our glowstone. Okay, well, mine this up. There we go. Okay, well, at least this is blocked off for now, but now we've lost a bit of our glowstone, which is really disappointing. Plus, we want to get barbed wire at some point, which is going to be super expensive. It's like 1,500 EMC per barbed wire, and I think that's for the cheap kind, so we're going to have a lot of EMC needed if we actually want to make any real progress on getting defenses up top. Hey, we found diamonds. Yes, let's go. Okay, perfect. Let's see how many we get. One with fortune, and it's the one vein. Are you kidding me? I mean, that's literally an entire stack of coal, which would have been so much easier. Okay, another patch of diamonds. Come on, fortune. We've got 6. Give us a little bit of luck. Oh, 10. 4 off the bat, and I'll take another 2, so we got 1 extra, and we got another 1 extra. I'll keep that up. Nope, that was a 1 for 1. Oh, there's another 4 from that one, and a 1 more diamond. 20 diamonds total, so we got 14 more diamonds. So that is 163,000 EMC, plus we've gained maybe 100-ish thousand EMC. So that is really good for us, because this tunnel has gotten extremely long overall, and I was kind of tired of mining. But now that we have so much EMC, we not so much EMC, but more than we did, and we're not empty and broke again, we could just do a lot more work on the obsidian base overall, which I guess we're just gonna jump a lot of progression with the lost episode. So the barbed wire and all that, and the main buildings that we were gonna get to are just gonna be a lot sooner. We run through water a lot quick when you're mining, a lot quicker. It's really interesting. Okay, so let's store everything away with EMC that we do not need. All right, so we're up to 232,000 EMC. I will take that. That's enough for now. We can leave this system down here, and we should be, for the most part, protected from that. All right, now that we're up top and everything, we can actually get to work on this properly. So the first thing I really want to do is go downstairs, and hold on, I'm gonna need a couple lava buckets because I know it's gonna get cold. Okay, to start off, we got to figure out something to do with these corners here. I don't know what to do. I was originally thinking making them some kind of defense system where we could just hide in here, but it's kind of hard to do anything with them. So I think I kind of just want to block it off, because at the same time, I don't want a chance to anything to get inside here, because this is like the ultimate last defense. It's got the most protection of the obsidian with everything below and above it. So sadly, I think we got to close all of these off, and it's just going to be easier in the long run, I think. And it's going to be a little upsetting, but at least we will get, you know, a more defined space, more protection, and we won't have to worry about anything kamikaze bombing, because I know they have aerial droppers that will drop parasites and the little crawly guys in here, so we got to be careful about that. So adding this wood is going well. I just like that we're getting an inside look at the different. This center point right here is where everything's going to be done. All of this stuff is just so it, you know, protection in the shape of the island that we shaped it out to be. But I really just don't want everything to be in a blinding obsidian pane like the similar problem we had at the original base. Once we finish this up here, then we can go up top, and I'm going to work on actual like towers and stuff to, you know, to attack out of. Okay, I think it's come out pretty well. I don't know what I'm going to do with this upper layer up here, but it's definitely got something, and I think overall it just looks nice. It's not just a bleak of obsidian. So now we can actually go up top and start working on other things, which is super nice, because that's the main point, because that's where we're going to be most of the time. Okay, so I think the idea is, first of all, we need to get one of these corners set up first, and then once we have one set up in the ideal way, and then we can work on literally everything else. Now, those two corners are different from these two corners in the overall scheme of things, but I don't think it's going to be a super big deal. Plus, we're going to have to move the bed. First things first, I need to turn this into some sort of station I can walk up into. So let's create like a solid like block form, and that way we have an easier time deciding like a center point to walk up into. Okay, so with this shape, I think we just go simply like this, and it should do us all the good that we need. Well, the cold I feel like is acting faster up here. I don't know if that's a real possibility. So once we get up here, we have a lot more to work with, and I think I'm gonna get rid of this outer staircase so I can turn this layer into a wall. All right, so I think this is the basic outline. We have a staircase going up with some doors, obviously door protection, but I'm not going crazy with it. It's gonna lead right into this, and this is the shape of the corner overall, and we're gonna turn this into our tower. Now, we're not gonna go crazy. We're gonna build up and have a little bit of like a, you know, ladder system to get up, so it's not a big deal. All we gotta do is build this up a little bit higher, you know what, so it's up at the top, because that way what it does is, even though we're already so high up, if we say we do have things that can break the obsidian, because honestly we don't know yet, we should be hitting stage 3 any day now. I'm really scared for it, but it will have focus fire on top of our tower instead of, you know, focusing on the bottom, where we can, you know, have the most security, the most protection, and our backup base overall. It's our fallback. That's where we fall into if the surface is too dangerous. And I think this is a decent height overall. We'll go up a couple more blocks. All right, so this is the bottom of the tower, and from here we'll get an outline going. Well, I guess that's all my obsidian for now, but this way we'll have the platform, and then the roof above it will also be extra height. So yeah, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna try to copy this on all 4 sides, and then we can work on the top of them and how these work and how we're gonna get to each of them quickly without having to go through a ladder system each and every time. All right, so after copying the towers into 4 corners, so all we gotta do now is work on the way up and work on actually building the top of them. So starting with this one right here, this is the one we'll show off. It's not a big deal where we put the ladders, so I'm just gonna put them right here, right at the very beginning, because that's gonna be the easiest thing overall. Now I don't know if I'm gonna leave these things hollow on the inside or not, or if I want to figure out something else to do with them, but for now we're just gonna worry about getting the overall tower itself built. So I'm also gonna go ahead and add a layer right here in that stupid cold. And great, now it's snowing. We're gonna add a layer of protection like this around it, so what we can do is that's what's gonna stop us from basically falling off, and then we're gonna have a roof of obsidian over us as well. Well, I might be freezing to death once again, but we have a roof. Yeah, it's 2 spaces high, so some things could technically fall through into this and whatnot, but we can only be so cautious, and we need to have available to be able to see and actually shoot things with weapons if we're gonna want the towers to actually be useful. So now I just gotta copy this over to 4 designs and create bridges in between everything else. Okay, Rockstars, with all of this finished up, it's looking good. We still have a little bit of work to do, but we can do that later on. So if you guys did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know you enjoy the content we're making. Help us hit 5,000 subscribers, and I'll see you guys all next time, Rockstars. Peace.